it's going to be pretty straightforward, kind of a long form video. Kind of. I just have to make it over 3 minutes to get the video watch hours. So I thought I'd give you guys some interesting tidbits and ask a question. Big buck, little Swiss, or big Swiss, little buck? Big buck, little Swiss, Farmer X, 110. In front of you, you have the Victorinox, Forester, M grip, and the Buck Canoe and Browood. Big Swiss, little buck. I maintain the philosophy that all you need is a dedicated blade and a multi-tool. The Swiss Soldier as well as that Forester kind of cover both categories, but you know, it's a good knife. It's a great knife. Sometimes I want a little more style. Big buck, little Swiss. Big Swiss, little buck. My days vary. What do you think? And of course a pocket light. This is just an old light, all brass. The reason being is it's an antimicrobial surface, being brass, kind of like that Buck 110. And when I work, it's just a habit. When I'm not clipping the light on my hat, it's good to know there's no germs. Oh. Fucking up. I was reaching for this. We're talking about germs. This is English ivy. It's great for the home as far as air purifying. Shakespeare loved it too. I'm basically, oh, my cat loves me, by the way. I'm growing her some catnip. I thought these beer bottles by Mickey's were pretty cool. Barrel shaped in glass. I'd hate to just throw them away. Great deal on a 6-pack, by the way. So I'm going to fill them with soil to about that high. And then I have in the furniture industry, so I've got parts and furniture. I have an eclectic amalgam. So I'm basically going to take these, fill them with soil, and plant a flower in each of them. And then I'm going to take, I guess, a spade bit and drill holes for each of these tops to basically go into there. And I'm going to use some adhesive to fasten them, or some other means, maybe screw them in. So then they'll basically be hanging here, and a flower will grow. And inside of this recess, I'm just going to add sand and some pretty river stones, river rocks. I've already collected a few. Make a little Zen garden around those flowers. I thought that'd be cool. Glass bottles, man. I thought that they'd phase them out by now. Looks like they're getting the pennies first. So, big buck, little Swiss. Big Swiss, little buck. Think about it. Buck is new for me. I just main folded. I used to carry the Benchmade Mini Reptilian, Cold Steel Mini Recon. I like 3-inch folders because I'm from Chicago. I'm in North Carolina now, so there's less restriction. But the 3-inch blade was that was the wall. Everything was, on the off chance I matched the description, some cop asked me some questions, I didn't want to have something as an excuse. So just the main blade and a Swiss Army knife. Never an issue. Flashlight. That's all you really need. Spyderco was good too. Spyderco was my first love actually before the Benchmade. It was Victorinox, then Spyderco. And then the dudes I worked with at a warehouse all had Benchmades. Of course, I joined the bandwagon. Didn't really know much about them, but it worked out. Benchmade's are pretty good. Drama of everything aside, it's been a reliable tool. But I like Buck. So these planters are interesting because I'm going to grow peppers. About 3 years ago, I used these planters to grow jalapenos, sweet peppers, like green, orange, cowhorn peppers, which are just cayenne peppers, and some other variety. And I learned a lot. This was kind of like my Zen garden at the time. And for instance, pests, and how you can spend all that time cultivating a little crop, humble little crop, and the little fuckers will eat it. I noticed something though, because I grew them jalapeno, cowhorn, and then the other peppers right here. I noticed that the jalapenos, bugs loved it. The sweet peppers, green peppers, and all the other shit, they loved it. They ate the fuck out of it. But the cowhorns, at least the variety I had, they were perfect. They were pristine. And it was just like... So, despite only a 25% yield, I suppose, I was hopeful because I found a pepper which is packed full of vitamin C. Actually, I found this out at the beginning of 2020 when I moved down here. That's when I started this. Time flies. So it was packed full of vitamin C that is resistant to pests. Valuable. I had to basically sacrifice the other crop just to learn that, and that in itself was worth it. At least to me in my book. So I grew those cowhorns proudly, big, juicy, and plump. I enjoyed them, and I kept the seeds. I left the soil. I got busy with life. Started making killer money. Just get distracted. Slowing down a bit lately. Slowing back down. So I left this garden I let these pots just kind of sit there. Same soil. Year after year. Didn't plant anything else. Just kind of sat here. Collecting water. And I don't think I should add anything else, really. I don't think I'd have to. I added a little bit of topsoil. But it was good soil when I put it in here. It's just been weathered and watered and mulch. So yeah, what are your experiences with pest resistant naturally crops? Do you know of any? I just told you about cowhorn, so I understand how some of these things are kind of, you'd want to keep them to yourself, but in this case, give and take, at least for something like this. Something so simple, it's so easy to grow, just like beans. It's so full of vitamins, you could literally save a pirate's life from scurvy. All that vitamin C. And scurvy.